Do you think we're not noticing? Because guess what? We are noticing. Give us back our 2 mil. Seriously. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Carmel, and in today's video we have our next episode of Buy or Buy, where we take a look at some upcoming new makeup releases and I tell you whether I'm interested in them or whether they are an easy pass. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, then please do keep on watching. So in this video, I'm actually going to be asking for your opinion quite a bit because I need your feedback on what you want to see. And that's the main reason why I do these videos, so that you can see what I'm planning on picking up. But I also want to know what you want to see as well. So this first one, this is actually a brush collection. I've been asked so many times on the channel to feature some more affordable brushes. I primarily gravitate towards BK Beauty brushes, but I'm absolutely happy to do a full review on some more affordable brushes. Now, I was never really a Morphe brush lover back in the day, you know, back in 2016. However, I do have some that have actually lasted forever. Now, Morphe they're in my good books right now. Now, they have just released, now this is in the US, I'm presuming Canada as well, and it's in the UK, but not in Europe yet. But this is the Buttery No, it's not. It's not that. It's the Buttery Blends Brushes Full Collection. Oh my gosh, that is quite hard to say. Basically, this is just a limited edition brush set, and it looks really nice. Now, I can't get my hands on it anyway yet. However, I was thinking, is there any point in me reviewing a limited edition brush collection? What's the point? Because I'm thinking if it's limited edition, it's not going to be around for much longer. So shall I just go and get the core collection? Or if you want me to maybe dive into some more Real Techniques brushes, I'm happy to do that. Let me know what you would like to see. I just don't really see the point in getting a limited edition collection. So let me know what your thoughts are, and then I will definitely get a review up of some more affordable brushes. So this next product, oh my gosh, I am so excited for this one. In one of my previous videos, I have a lovely viewer, Harry. We always talk about foundations and finding the perfect foundation. And I think it was when I was reviewing the Armani Luminous Silk, and he said that he was really excited to try a new foundation from Clarins. Okay, so Clarins, not a brand on my radar at all. I don't know why they are not on my radar. They are just a brand that I used to actually buy quite a bit from. When I think of makeup brands, they are just never in my top 10. When I was chatting to him about this new foundation, I had no clue of what it was. I hadn't even heard of it. And so when I did a little Google, I became fascinated. And I mean, could not stop thinking about this foundation. So let me just tell you a little bit about it. So this is the Clarins Double Serum Foundation. Retails for €55, which is eye-wateringly expensive. A next generation serum foundation with a luminous satin finish, medium to full coverage, and age-defying care for youthful looking skin. But can you just take a look at the actual bottle? It has half foundation and it has half serum. Have you ever seen anything like that in your life? I personally have never seen anything like that in my life. So I went to bed that night and I just thought, I can't stop thinking about this foundation. I have to have it. It's been a really long time since I have been this excited about a makeup product. So I got up that next morning and I had to get it, and I did. I got it. It's the foundation I have on today. So I'm not going to talk about it too much because obviously I'm going to have a review on this, and it's probably going to be the next video out. So I don't know if you are aware of Clarins, but their double serum is one of their most popular skincare ingredients. Now, I've never used the double serum, I don't think. Over here you have the foundation. In my head I was thinking, why don't you just combine them then and just make a traditional serum foundation? But this is where it gets really, really exciting. This is such an innovative product. It has, on the end here, a dial. Okay, so you can either have it locked, which is what I've got it on now, or you can twist the dial and the dial will either give you a light coverage, so either mostly serum and a touch of foundation, or you can keep turning it up to a full coverage foundation application. Right? I've never, ever experienced anything like this in my life. And people are either going to look at this and think, what is the point in that? It's just a gimmick. Or they're going to be like me and they're going to be highly excited over it. So I'm just going to show you. Let me just turn the dial to maybe 3/4, okay? And I'll show you how it looks. Now, I think you can see there how you can see the serum and you can see the foundation as well. It's so interesting and it has literally fascinated me since I got it. Now, if you're interested in what shade I got L5N, and I actually did go into store. So L5N, it's actually a really good shade match. I did look at L6N, but it was quite yellow. I did think that when I was swatching these, they did look a little bit yellow, and this does until it blends out. And honestly, the amount of coverage you get with one little pump is immense. And I just think it's so innovative to have something that will give you either a skin tint type coverage or a full coverage. It's crazy. Honestly, I've never experienced anything like it. So I'm giddy. I'm giddy to get my review out. But as always, I want to test it out. I want to take footage. I want to do wear tests. And I think I'm on day 4 now of this. The only negative that I'm going to say before you get excited and go out and purchase this yourself is it's highly fragranced. But I found that the first day that I used this, the fragrance was really overpowering, and now it has dissipated. So I don't know whether it just needed airing, but the fragrance has diminished, but it is still there. But there's no alcohol in it, so that's a good thing. It is available in the UK and Ireland, I know that. It's not available in the US yet. From what I saw online, this is going to be released on February the 11th. And that could be wrong. That's just something I saw online somewhere. So anyway, I did just want to let you know that yes, I have it. I'm very excited to get my review out. And I just wanted to say thank you to Harry for bringing this to my attention. So yes, review out soon. Yeah, can't wait. I did just want to have a quick chat about Colourpop. So if you were here for my Colourpop debacle, I put in a couple of orders earlier in the year, my very first order of Colourpop, because you can't get Colourpop over here in Europe. And Irish Customs just would not let me have my packages for some reason. They let one through and they rejected the others, and they kept rejecting them. So I gave up. And yes, just resigned myself to the fact that Colourpop wasn't happening in my life. Anyway, to cut a long story short, my brother-in-law is visiting from Texas this month, and he doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to be asking him to bring me some Colourpop over. So I did have an initial order to begin with, but they have had some new releases since I put in that last order. So having a look on the website, and my friend Jen, she's really excited. She's definitely picked it up. So she has the Twilight Saga Eclipse collection. Now, just being completely honest with you, I'm not really into collabs like that. Okay, they do not excite me. Again, it's that limited edition thing. Like once they're gone, they'll be gone. But if you want to see that, go to Jen. But I have noticed that they've got some new Cloud Whip liquid lipsticks that have been released. As far as I can see, these give a soft, matte, blurred look to the lips, a little bit like the MAC Powder Kiss Hazy Matte lipsticks, I would imagine, but these are a liquid. So they claim to be blurring, medium buildable coverage, nourishing on the lips, super creamy, and they are vegan and cruelty-free. Honestly, you know I'm not the biggest matte lover, but they have some really, really pretty looking shades. But I am interested in the Glossy Balm trios. They do have some Super Shock shadow trios as well, and some shadow sticks. So look, I want to know, what do you want me to review from Colourpop? You've seen what I have already. What do you want me to add to that? Obviously, I can't order a huge big bulk order because I don't think that would land me in the good books with my brother-in-law. He doesn't even know he's bringing these over for me yet. Really excited, actually. I've been waiting to do a full face of Colourpop forever. So hopefully within the next few weeks, we will have a Colourpop review finally. So one other new makeup release that isn't out yet today on the day of filming is from Milk Makeup. And this is the Hydro Grip Longwear Hydrating Gel Stick Concealer. And this is going to retail for about €30. So as I said, it's not out yet, but I've already have my shade picked out, which I think I'm going to go for the shade 5. So this claims to be a gel to cream concealer, which is enriched with 3 molecular weights of hyaluronic acid to deeply hydrate and support the skin's natural barrier. So it's expertly formulated to blur imperfections for a skin-like finish. And when I look at stick concealers like that, I automatically associate them with concealing blemishes rather than concealing under the eyes. But from what I can gather, this is being marketed as a concealer that you'd use under the eyes. Now, I've been careful not to watch any reviews because obviously I don't want to be influenced, but I think I might have seen someone say this, but they said that you need to be really, really careful because it's a twist up concealer, but once you twist it up, you can't twist it back down. It sounds like you're going to have to be really, really careful, but I guess it will encourage you to be extra careful with how much you dispense. And to be honest, you know, it's not the first time we've had a concealer like this where you have to dispense a certain amount. So, I mean, the NYX Bear With Me concealer, different applicator, but you pump it out. And if you pump out too much, it's tough. You can't put it back in. And this is just the same thing. But I think the most attractive thing here for me is the fact that it is so multifunctional, so it encourages use for all over the face. And I think we all fall into that trap, don't we, of just using our concealers under our eyes. But this is definitely promoted as an all over face concealer. So eyes, blemishes, dark spots, acne, whatever you might have. And it does come in 25 shades. And as I said, I think I'm going to go for shade 5. So I did want to ask you another question. I'm asking you a lot today, aren't I? I'm asking for your input. If you've been with me for a while, you'll know that I did review the Milk Skin Tint. And I didn't have great success with that, but I never binned it. I never said that I was never going to entertain it again. I was always going to return to it. However, I had the wrong shade. I messed up. Okay, as usual with my foundation shades, I messed up. I got shade 7 and I think I should have got shade 5. If you are my skin twin and you have the Milk Makeup Skin Tint, can you tell me what shade you are, please? Because I think I'm going to pick it up again because I do feel like on paper that skin tint should be made for me, but for some reason I didn't like it. And I'm thinking a lot of it is down to the shade. You know what it's like, don't you? If you have the wrong shade of something, it's never going to look or feel good on your face, no matter if it's the best product ever. So yeah, I'm willing to give it another whirl. But yeah, I'm excited to check out that concealer. I think it looks really, really good. Another makeup release that definitely caught my eye, but I don't know if it's caught my eye enough to purchase it. It's actually from Laura Mercier, and they have released a Tinted Blur Balm. So it retails for €45, which is a little bit pricey. So it's a next gen balm to powder tint, which perfects skin instantly and of course over time. It claims to be a lightweight formula, which delivers a soft focus matte finish with sheer to medium coverage that blurs and sculpts and smooths. Honestly, I'm kind of over soft matte foundations at the minute. I've reviewed a lot of them and I've been really open-minded, but I'm desperate for the glow back. I'm desperate for hydration. I want luminosity, but the one thing that did attract me to this is the line here that says it soothes and protects the skin's barrier, leaving a natural, long-lasting matte glow. A matte glow. That seems like a contradiction to me, but is still interesting to me. Now, it does have very few shades, but I'm not surprised at that because it seems to be quite a flexible type product. I mean, look, being honest with you, Laura Mercier, again, they're not a brand that I traditionally gravitate towards all the time. However, having said that, their concealer, the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Concealer, is one of the best concealers I've ever put on my face. But their powders literally make me look like I'm 200 years old. So yeah, they are hit and miss for me. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are and whether you would be interested in seeing that. If you're not bothered, then I'm not bothered either. So Essence have released a brand new foundation, which I'm super excited about. It is the Silky Blur Hydrating Longwear Foundation, which retails for $5.69, if you can believe that. Now, the only problem is the same problem that I have every single time with Essence. I can't get my hands on this, okay? When I actually realized that they'd released this foundation, I went straight online to the retailer that I usually would go to, and all of the shades that I want are sold out. So I obviously can't do anything about that other than wait. But let me just tell you a little bit about this foundation. And I think the most exciting thing for me is actually the amount of shades that are available in this. There is actually 25 shades, which is mammoth for Essence, and I'm so pleased to see that. I really, really am. So this claims to be a foundation which delivers a soft, smooth focus finish that lets your natural glow shine through. Offers buildable medium coverage, which blurs imperfections without feeling heavy. As far as I can see, it's going to be more of a soft focus, natural, maybe soft matte finish. Again, I'm a little bit tired of that finish, but it seems to me like 2026 is all about the matte. It's all about the soft focus. It's all about the natural finish. And again, I'm not opposed to it. I have enjoyed it, but I mean, my dry skin cries a little bit. It does. It needs the dewy, it needs the glowy. I'm going to get this when it's available to me, but I don't know whether it's going to be for me. I did love the foundation stick because that was really glowy and really dewy. So I guess this is filling in a gap for them. Hopefully it will be more glowy than matte. They do actually have a new concealer to match this new foundation, and I was able to get this. However, I know that I don't have the correct shade because they didn't have many left when I went to get mine. I'm thinking it's going to be too dark for me, but we'll give it a whirl anyway. So this is the Silky Blur Hydrating Concealer. And this comes in 20 shades as well, which again is really, really good for them. I know you're probably thinking, well, 20 shades isn't good. But for Essence and Catrice, which have often given us products where they've had 3 or 4 shades, I think 20 is literally amazing. So this claims to give medium coverage with a silky matte finish. I don't mind matte finishes under my eyes. I really like it. It claims to be lightweight, moisturizing and waterproof. Sounds great. I would say that I'd be very excited and skeptical about this concealer because I've never had an Essence concealer that I've really loved. I've had some that I've thought were fine, but never really fallen in love with an Essence concealer like I have with a Catrice one. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Again, I have ordered it, but I know it's the wrong shade, but hey, we'll make it work somehow. So moving from Essence over to their sister brand, Catrice. Catrice have released a skin-like tinted moisturiser. This retails for €6 or €7, and this appeared on my local drugstore, Boots, online weeks ago. And I'm talking over a month ago, but it's still not in stock. And I've checked every day, 6-7 times a day. But it claims to be a skin-loving formula which offers lightweight buildable coverage that blends seamlessly, leaving a natural skin-like finish. It's infused with hydrating ingredients, provides 24 hours of moisture, and it has an SPF of 30. It claims to be perfect for those who want a natural dewy finish in one step. That's me. I want that. I want that finish. Now, the only kind of issue that I have, and it's not an issue, it's just a bit of a worry, is the shades, because there's very few of them. But if it's a tinted moisturiser, it's bound to be flexible. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of coverage with this. I do think it's going to be very light coverage. Again, this is made in Italy, which makes me think it's going to be a premium product. And I just think it'll be absolutely perfect for those no makeup days as we are moving into spring and summer. It's not going to be long now. And we don't want to be wearing a whole lot of heavy foundations. This could be absolutely perfect. The one thing I did notice though on the packaging is that there's only 28 ml of product. Why are they taking away product away from us? Like bit by bit, they're kind of doing it so that we don't notice. But we've gone from 30 standard mil to 28 mil. Do you think we're not noticing? Because guess what? We are noticing. Give us back our 2 mil. Seriously. I can hear a cow outside really loudly. I wonder if a farmer has lost a cow again. That does happen quite a lot around here. Yeah, it does. So if you hear it in the background, sorry about that. Another release that has really caught my eye is a lip product. Now this, again, not available here yet. I'm sure it will be on the way here at some point. But this is a new product from Laneige, and it's the Juice Pop Box Lip Oil Stain 12-Hour Hydrating Tint. This looks really interesting to me. It looks a little bit exciting. I'm bored of lip stains, lip oils. I'm just bored. I'm just bored of them. And so when brands mix up the packaging or mix up the applicators, I like it, okay? They're giving us something a little bit different. But this claims to be a lightweight lip tint with a water to oil formula that glides on smooth, nourishes lips and gives juicy blendable colour, which lasts for up to 12 hours. It claims to have a high shine finish and claims to be long wearing. Now, it doesn't say anything about it being sticky, but I'm thinking if it's a tint, it's probably not going to be sticky. So it has 8 music-inspired shades, and I really want Popstar Peach. That looks really nice. I really like the look of Pinky Mauve as well. So I guess maybe it is a little bit gimmicky because it can double up as a keyring as well, but I kind of like it. I don't know. I do. I kind of like it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Let me know if you tried that already and whether it is actually a really, really good lip stain. Okay, I want to finish off by talking about a new release from Wet n Wild. This isn't here yet, but I'm sure it won't be long before we get them. Now, these have a name that really tickles me, and I don't know why I'm being so immature and childish, but the Mother Fluffer Cloud Blush and Bronzer. And I think Mother Fluffer is pointing to the fluffiness of the product. So this new blush and bronzer retail for about $6, and they claim to be a cream to powder blush and bronzer that give a blurred matte finish for a naturally flushed or sun-kissed glow. So there are only 3 of the blush shades and 3 of the bronzer shades. So a couple of things here. Number 1, this isn't really anything new, exciting or innovative. We've seen this time and time again. So with Fui and their blurring pudding pots, the soft matte blurred focused finish of a blush, and they're really nice formulas. And we've seen Maybelline with the Cloudtopia, absolutely beautiful. So I'm not really that excited about the blushes, but you know, I will pick one up to just give it a whirl. And if you like a soft matte blurred cheek, then I think you'll appreciate them. My reservations are with the bronzers. I've never seen a bronzer in this formula before, and I'm not saying that they don't exist, because they may well do. Maybe within Korean beauty, these are very K-beauty inspired, aren't they? I don't know how that's going to work, so I find it quite easy to pick up a blush like this, pop it on by dipping into the pot and just, you know, diffusing it across the cheek. However, how is this going to work with a bronzer? I don't know. That is going to be interesting. And I don't know if it's going to be good interesting. I don't know how that's going to work. It's more of that whipped texture. So it's either going to be really, really bad or really good. So, yeah, I'm intrigued and also pessimistic when it comes to the bronzers. I'm sure the blushes are nice. You know, if the bronzers do work and they give you the soft, matte, blurred bronzing to the skin, that could be really gorgeous. And looking at the models, and I know that they're models, but if you look at the models, they look really good. But I'm going to say that I'm not holding out much hope that they're going to be great. But I'm willing to be proven wrong. But yeah, when they become available, I'll definitely give them a little whirl. But do let me know, has anything caught your eye this month? Any new makeup releases on the horizon? Anything that you want me to take a look at? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I so appreciate you being here with me. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next video. But until then, take care and bye for now.